3 weeks ago, on the 16th of April to be precise, the Schumann wave, which I have discussed in the last two videos, asking you a couple of rather provocative questions, has shot up for several hours to an absolutely astounding 90 hertz. Now, if you have watched the other two videos, you will already know that traditionally the Schumann wave, which is actually the breath of the Earth, resonates at approximately 7.83 hertz. There is an oscillation, it goes up and down, but this is, how where it has been. And it's only in the last 4 years that we have seen a steady increase in the Schumann resonance to 16 hertz, which is where presently, at the time of doing this video, the Schumann resonance is oscillating. The problem we are facing is this. We have discovered in the 30s, actually, it was a scientist from the Max Planck Institute in Germany who made this discovery. We have discovered that the brain, when the Schumann wave 7.83 hertz is taken away, there's been an experiment where they did this. When this Schumann wave is taken away, we cannot function. Take away the 7.83 hertz frequency, we become mentally unstable and sick and depressed, and we also become physically ill. The moment the 7.83 frequency is reintroduced, these symptoms disappear. Now we know that from research, again, this is all scientifically researched. By the way, I explain all this in great detail in the book I am at the moment doing the second revised edition of, that is the Holistic Feng Shui course. You can read this, hopefully it'll be ready in 2 weeks or so, for you to get the updated version. I will keep you updated on this. Okay, the Schumann waves in the brain and in the earth have always been in alignment. In fact, scientific research shows us that the brain, a healthy brain and a healthy environment resonate at exactly the same frequency. And obviously, you guessed it, that frequency is 7.83 hertz. Now, I asked you before what you think might happen to you, to your trading, well, to your life in general, when this frequency is not there. Well, I have already given you the proof. The experiments in the Max Planck Institute in the 60s prove very clearly what happens when that frequency is not there. Now, I have to say I do not entirely agree with the consciousness minded people out there who contribute the spike of 90 hertz we experienced on the 16th of April exclusively to an elevation of consciousness. And I disagree with the idea that this spike was designed for us to purely to increase consciousness. There are various other factors that come into play. One of them is the shifting poles. The other one is the shifting of our the Earth and all the planets around it and the Sun into another space in the galaxy. All this obviously affects us and certainly will affect consciousness of this. There is no doubt. So we have a number of things that come into play. What we do know for sure is that the magnetic compass upon which we rely to lead our lives in a pleasing, creative and visionary and orderly fashion, we depend on this magnetic compass being in line with the magnetic compass, for the want of a better word, of the Earth. We also know that this is not the case today. I have already given you the reason for this. The reason is mainly man-made energy that is destroying the life-giving 7.83 hertz frequency in our environment. Every time you sit in front of the computer, this thing is destroyed, unless, of course, you have things in place that will harmonize the energies. Maybe you have seen some of my videos with the pyramids. The pyramids are a fantastic tool, and I will do another video on this, at some other time. They'll help you align the brain. Now, if you think working on your trading system, working on your stuff, without doing anything to your environment, you are quite mistaken. In fact, you are putting the cart before the horse. Nothing, and I would say again, nothing will improve in your trading life or in your life in general unless you ensure that your environment harmonizes with your brain. Granted, at some point, we will probably align to the higher frequencies. And this is part of the trouble so many of us having today. The frequencies out there, as I said earlier on, are resonating at 16 hertz. We are not resonating at 16 hertz. Our consciousness is shifting, and we are having a very, very hard time with this because it's destroying our identity, if you like. And the incidence of depression, all forms of mental illnesses, and also physical illnesses, viruses and all sorts of other things have increased dramatically in the last few years. And certainly this non-alignment is a major, major cause of this, which absolutely needs to be addressed. The good news is we can address it. We have the tools. We cannot do anything about the hertz spiking to 90, and maybe the next spike will be even higher. We don't know for sure what is causing it, at least not yet. So I don't want to speculate too much on it because it's futile. What we do know, though, is what we are doing to our environment, and that it is destroying the inner magnetic compass. It's destroying the pineal gland, the third eye, which is the mechanism that allows us to connect with the cosmos. Hence, so many people are basically freaking out today. And you only need to look around the world today, and here rests my case. So the point is, we all are using computers, we all are using cell phones. It's not going to go away. I am sitting here talking to you on a computer. The point being is that we educate ourselves about what we are doing, what it is doing to our brains, to our health. It's the long-term effects, not the short-term effects that are the dangerous ones. And above all, that we take action and clean up after ourselves, literally. If you are interested to learn more about this, please go to my website, The Buddhist Trader. You will find more information on my blog, and please check out the Holistic Feng Shui course, which, as I said, I'm updating at the moment. So there will be a new version out of this, hopefully in the next 2 weeks, and I will certainly keep you updated on this. And again, please, if you enjoyed the video, share it. Thank you for watching.